Today is a little bit different. There's a lot of broken cars and there's also a lot of questions from you, my subscribers. So today I'm going to have to answer your questions. And if you're new here for the first time, I promise you, you're gonna want to stick around, because once we've gone through this lineup of things happening on this channel, you're gonna want to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss out. I promised a head-to-head battle between my BMW M6 that I've rebuilt and my S65 that I rebuilt. A promise is a promise, and I will keep that promise. I don't just want to take these cars out, do a drag race, and it's over and done with. No. We need a proper venue, we need to spend proper time, because we need to give this BMW a proper chance to beat the S65. And let me tell you guys something. I've spent time in both these cars. I've done thousands of kilometers in this car and thousands of kilometers in that car. You, my fellow BMW brothers, don't have to defend the M6. This M6 will defend itself against the S65. I can promise you that. The reason why this battle hasn't taken place yet is my G. The G needs attention. I've got a lot of things to do on this G-Wagon. You guys have been asking me a lot of questions about the G. At least there's something I can show you guys that we have done. Well, I didn't do it. A very good friend of mine, Benz, did some amazing work on the exhaust system on this car. You guys have to check it out. Just check that equal length headers. He spent a lot of time crafting these exhaust pipes. I'm gonna drop the link down in the description box below. Go to his channel, go check it out, support my friend, and then you guys can see exactly what he did. I made a promise on this car that I'm not gonna spend a single cent on this car before this car's driving. Now, technically speaking, I didn't do that. That's Benz's work. So he spent money on the G-Wagon, I didn't spend money on the G-Wagon. Next video on this beast, we're gonna get the wheels turning, we're gonna take it out, do some off-roading, making sure that everything is good, and then it's full send, because I've got some amazing ideas. I've had a lot of time to think of what exactly it is, what color, what wheels, what trim works, interior, all kinds of stuff. So if I can give you a little bit of a hint, on the interior, when I worked on the M3 competition, I think I fell in love with those seats, with the color of those seats. So that's definitely gonna be a theme. It's gonna be part of the theme of this interior. I'm super excited. I can't wait to work on this thing. I can't wait to finish off this thing. What I need to do is I need to sort out the wiring harness, which I've spent a lot of time on. Those of you that watched the videos of me working on this car, I spent a crap load of time getting this wiring harness sorted. Now I need to tidy up the wiring harness. I need to build a custom battery box, get the power cables, everything sorted. I need to get the brakes working. I need to get the steering connected, and then we can hit the sand dunes. Then we can go out and go test this baby. And the look that I'm going for, the feel that I'm going for, I'm not gonna take a 460 and make it look like a 463. I'm not going to do a G63 bumper kit and. Everybody does that. It doesn't look nice to me, because this is what makes this G-Wagon of W460, this fender over here, and I would want to keep this. I don't want to get rid of this. I want to keep that and just build around it, make it nice and beefy. Before I tackle this G-Wagon, there's another car that needs my attention, and it's my beloved Lightning McQueen. Those of you that are here for the first time, well, this car got struck by lightning. I spent a lot of time getting this car started. It starts, now it doesn't drive. On the gearbox side of things on this car, what I could have done is I could just go and buy a replacement gearbox, drop that gearbox out and shove another gearbox in there, and the car would have been fixed. But I mean, what do you learn from that? Absolutely nothing. So I took it upon myself to figure out how does the electronics on a PDK work, seeing that I've never worked on a PDK. And I've learned so much from spending time on this Porsche that I currently hate. But I know once the wheels turn, I will fall in love with this car. And even though it's so frustrating struggling on a car, it's also so satisfying when you make a new discovery. And that new discovery leads to the next frustrating thing, but we don't talk about that for now. Before I went to Malaysia, I was actually planning on fixing this car and then dropping a video. And it turns out I had to remove the gearbox. So the gearbox is here, the gearbox is stripped. I found some electrical components inside the gearbox. Those of you that's been following this channel, there was a problem at the back. That problem is sorted, but now there's another problem in the front. We'll get into those details on that video as soon as the 911 is driving for the first time. There's actually not a lot to a PDK transmission compared to other gearboxes like your 9-speed automatic transmission on a Mercedes-Benz or even your 8 speeds on a BMW. There's not much to this gearbox, but what I can say is the design, this thing is solid. This is a solid gearbox. You can see that these gearboxes are designed to handle proper power. What I'm waiting for on this gearbox is some pressure sensors that's coming from Germany. And when the sensors arrive, someone needs to fit them, and that's gonna have to be me. I might be busy on something else. I might be busy on the GTS. I might be out on the road, head-to-head battle. I might be busy on the G-Wagon. Then I need to find the time and the space to get to that gearbox so I can finish off that gearbox, get it in the car, and get it out to you guys so that you guys can see, hey, finally this guy eventually got this thing driving. And talking about 911, just look at my 911 GTS Carrera. Doesn't that look amazing? So she's freshly painted. I've got all the components packed out, cleaned, ready. I just need to do the full final assembly on this car, and then my baby's ready to hit the road for the first, well, that wasn't the first time. It's going to be the second time. There was a lot of body damage on the side of the car, and just, it looks brand new. Prosper Auto Panel, once again, knocked it out of the park. On my last video, I asked you guys, what should I do? Should we fully restore this Mustang? Now this Mustang, it's a 2016 model. It's got 33,000 kilometers on the clock, and it's a manual. Are we going to fully restore this car? That was option number one. There was some of you guys that opted for option number one, but option number two was doing a full Eleanor 1967 Eleanor conversion. Now, I think some of you thought, I'm going to take a 1967 Mustang and I'm going to strip it into pieces to get it onto this. No. Let me show you what the donor car looks like. So on screen now, you guys can see what the donor car looks like. And this thing, I don't know what you're going to have to spend, what you're going to have to do if you want to save this Mustang. So I just thought, you know what? If we take that and we drop it onto this, then it's saved. And the cool thing about that is we're going to remove mirrors, doors, bonnet, fenders, bumper, literally a complete Mustang. We're going to have the rear quarter panel removed. So if there's another Mustang somewhere that's been damaged, I've got all the parts to fix it. So she won't just save the 1967 shell, but she will also save another GT. I think that's worth it. So with that information that I've showed you on what we're going to do, I'll give you a second chance to comment down below. What do you think? What should we do? And if there's some of you that's changing your mind, you're more as welcome to change your mind. Let me know down below in the comment section, what should we do with Mickey Mustang? And let me take you guys around the car so I can show you what is the problem on this car. Now again, if you're new here for the first time, I did a full wiring repair, I would say, because this engine was damaged. It was vandalized by rats. and the exterior of the car was vandalized by dogs. But anyways, so what happened is there was a lot of rat droppings gathered in the V of the engine. Now what I've noticed when I was working on the car and I was underneath the car is that those rat droppings actually made their way through a little weep hole and into the bell housing. Now, what this car is doing now is the signal is messing around on the crankshaft position sensor. So basically that section where the rat droppings went into, there's a metal wheel with little small squares in it. That sensor is supposed to read over there, and that stuff's messing with the signal. So what Mickey Mustang's doing now is I still need to sort out the cooling system, because for some reason this car is saying that it's overheating, even though it's ice cold. But the car's messing around, and what I need to do to fix it is I need to pull the gearbox. I need to pull the gearbox out, clean the bell housing. What I'm thinking is that cooling system temperature sensor is mounted on the back of the engine. So once the gearbox is out, I can access that, and then I can start testing and checking just to fix it, because the engine fan's running in the heat gauge. Even though the car's ice cold, it tells you that it's overheating. So I need to sort that out. I hope I've answered a lot of your questions and I gave you guys a bigger understanding of what's really happening behind the scenes. Now, what I would highly recommend is follow me on Instagram, and I will update you guys on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna make a lot of TikTok videos showing you guys on where you can save money fixing your cars yourself. What can you do? What's important on maintenance, things like that. I'll give you a lot of tips that you guys can take and you can actually do it yourselves. You can save yourself some bucks, you can train yourself, because a lot of people want to work on cars. Practice makes perfect. And then you can just use my videos to help you practice. I'll be your coach. There's a lot of projects, a lot of things that needs attention, but I'm actually busy with another project at the moment as we speak. So once I'm done here, I need to get back onto that project. And I've got another project, another huge one, like very big. You guys are just gonna have to stay tuned. You don't want to miss this project, whatever you wanna call it. You don't wanna miss it. And I don't want you to miss it. I want you to be part of it. But that's a big one. There's a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of things to do. It's happening whilst all of this is happening as well. So if you're new here for the first time, you like this type of content, well, this is not the regular content that I do, but this is just, I'm communicating to my audience. This is what I do. Then hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one where we're gonna fix a car. Thank you so much for watching, or maybe even rebuild an engine. Cheers.